stupidity runs rampant. It runs rampant in this fucking world. It runs rampant in the black community as well. Look at these videos. Dating white men as a black woman. Why she doesn't date white men anymore. White women are not special. This guy is talking about how it's nothing amazing to date white women. Okay, I'm with you on that. You got Eminem and Snoop Dogg going back and forth. Even more stupidity. Would you date a black guy? Social experiment my ass. Would you date a black girl? Okay. You got this white girl. Would I ever date a black guy? Would you marry a black guy? Would you marry a black guy? Russian and Ukraine. Then you got, would you as an Asian date a black person? Would you rather date black men or white men? There's a reason why I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me. You even got the two coons on here, Alba and Preach. I only date black men, and why? And you got this black guy. Would she date a black guy? Man, I swear, the desperation of black men and the desperation of some black females out there, it is sickening and absolutely pathetic. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no fucking words for this. I really don't. This is pathetic if I've ever seen it. This is a black person that has no love for themselves, that is absolutely devoid of any self-love, any confidence in themselves. They have no value in themselves at all, wondering why other people, or wondering if other people of other races and ethnicities want to date them. Why the fuck do you care? Why do you care? I don't understand. We should be worrying about each other, and we're worrying about everybody else. Black people fighting other people's battles for them, not fighting their own battles. Black people giving a shit more about other people and what they're going through than worrying about what the hell we as a whole community of a whole diaspora of people are going through. This is what black people are doing. Some of these videos are old. Some of these videos are even fucking new. This is the reality, ladies and gentlemen, of some of the people in our community that is fucking sickening to the core, man. You see how pathetic that was? I don't know if you hear, the audio was very low. They're asking a message to the white girls, would you ever date a black guy? And the last guy says, why? Why not? I didn't look at the comments. I don't care. You got this shit right here. What to know before dating a black man, a white girl's opinion. Would Russians marry? Do you see the foolishness that I am showing you, ladies and gentlemen, that's on YouTube here? Do you see how fucking stupid this is? I can tell you one thing. I'm not seeing white people going around asking, would you date a white person? And I hear people talking about how the youth is supposed to be smart. There are a lot of smart youths out there in the black community. The ones in their teens and 20s, a lot of them know what the hell is going on when it comes to white supremacy. But there are a very vast amount of youths in the black community these days, now, in this year, and years to come, that have this fucking mentality that interracial dating is normal. That, you know, they should be dating outside their race. It's okay to do that. You got this desperate black girl asking these white boys, would you date a black girl? For the chocolate milk. Degrading yourselves on camera by people of another community. Whoring yourselves out on camera, asking people outside your community, would they date you? This is fucking sad, ladies and gentlemen. And I know there are going to be people that hate this video, because there's people that hate me because I speak out against this shit. I speak out against racism. I speak out against white supremacy, this system. I speak out against black men that date out, and black men that don't do the right fucking thing, and black women that do the same. They don't like me for that, because I'm not supposed to criticize anybody. People have criticized me. I've criticized myself on video before. Even told you about my past and how I used to be. But this is just sick. It really is. To even go out there with a fucking camera with a microphone and ask white dudes, would they date you? To be a black boy, or a black male, I should say, and go out there asking women of other cultures, and I should say women of other communities, of other ethnicities, would they date you? Why do you care? Why the fuck do you care? This is almost like being a pimp. You over here asking this white man, would he date a black girl? Why are you asking white men if they would date women in your community? This, man, come on, man. Come on, for real. Do you see this foolishness? Do you see it? And lastly, before I leave this video, before I let you guys go, this is the stupidity. This is the worst of the worst when it comes to the fucking people in my community. Why these black men don't date black women? It's black women's fault. Do you like black girls? Why black men don't date black women? Why would you make videos about this? Why the fuck do you do this? Like I said, critiquing somebody is one thing, but there are way too many videos of this and not enough videos of black men talking about how much they love black women. There are black women that made videos on how much they love black men. There are black men that made videos on how much they love black women, but those videos do not get viewed enough. Black men talking about, do they even like black women? Not even love them, but do they like them? Black women sharing their challenges of dating a black man, but not sharing challenges of dating a white man or any other man outside the community. Black man talking about how much he loves black women. Black woman talk about why you shouldn't date black men, and why she doesn't date black men. Lastly, and I mean lastly now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it all amounts to when we don't care about each other, when we just give a fuck about what everybody else thinks about us, who wants to date us besides our own people. This is what happens. Look, this is the bullshit that floods YouTube. This guy, I've talked about him before. This is what floods YouTube because they see what's going on. And they're taking advantage of it. They're taking advantage of it. This Asian dude that has his hat sideways, trying to wear it like a black man, one of the thug guys out there, one of the gangster boys out there. This video is 8 years old. You see he's almost near 1 million views. 954K. That's how many black women watched this video and gave a shit what this Asian dude, this Korean guy thought about them. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody's race, so fuck you. Because I don't do racist shit. I'm not a racist. So I don't even want to hear your bullshit. I'm not bullying anybody either. This is me showing you exactly what's happening on YouTube. In the real world, this shit is not really happening. There are some people out there that are doing the same stupid shit that this woman and those black men that I showed you are doing. But this is really disturbing that on YouTube you got this many views for a Asian man and a Korean man talking about how much he loves black women. But if a black man does that, he ain't getting them views. Black woman does that about black men, about how much she loves them. She's not getting those views. But if you talk about how badly you don't want to be with them, you can get better views. This is sick, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I fight against on YouTube. I talk about us being together as a people, uniting, loving each other, raising black children, and having black progress in the community. It ain't a fucking joke. It's not a game. It's reality. It's what we should be doing. We shouldn't be paying attention or worrying about what these fucking people think about us and if they want to date us or not. Who gives a fuck if they want to date us or not? What are you getting out of the relationship? Someone of another race to make another kid or a child who won't know who the fuck he or she should be? Doesn't make any sense, man. It's craziness. It's absolutely crazy that we're making videos worrying about what other people think about us instead of worrying about what we need to do to get the hell out of this system of systematic racism and white supremacy. It doesn't make any sense. So as always, you can let me know what you think about what I showed you. I will definitely look at your feedback and respond to you accordingly. But this is the asinine shit that's been going on YouTube for years and still goes on to this day. And there are young people, like I said, that know exactly what's going on when it comes to white supremacy, and they're fighting the good fight against racism. But there are still some young people, even people older in my age range or even older than me, that think that interracial dating and dating people outside of their race is just the most amazing thing you can do to stop racism. And you cannot stop racism by dating people outside your race. It didn't stop it back in the day, and it sure as hell is not stopping it now.